Okay, I'll have a quick look at this letter. I don't have any case notes, but as I said, that's not usually a problem. If your letter is clear, I shouldn't need them. So, Mrs. Margaret Goldstein, age 61. Well, you don't say 861 years, 861 or 861 years old. I write. Why would you use present simple? Wouldn't you use I'm writing? Present continuous. I am writing to outline the ongoing care management. Mrs. Goldstein has been done as well. Discussion. Dimension statement. Get ready to be. Now, esteemed facility. We don't need that. Discharged to your facility for full-term care. Now, it's a bit noisy outside of my office window. You might hear some, I've got no idea, doing something wrong with the main door out into the street, so they're crashing and banging about. I have no idea. So if you hear any bangs, it's from the workmen. Nothing I can do, and I haven't got time to be waiting for them to finish. I've got lots of students coming up in a bit. So this is going to be done as quickly as possible. As I say in the group, it's just when I've got time. You know, I've got lessons all day. I usually start about 8 with marking and making videos and stuff, and the students come. It goes on until, sometimes 8 p.m. in the evening. So I have to take advantage of what little time I have to make videos and assess your letters. So if you wonder why I'm not always so prompt, that's basically why. It's because of time. So we don't need that esteemed facility. OET say if you don't need it, don't include it. So like this thing here, in view of the aforementioned details, we don't need that as well. Okay. Criteria is pretty clear. Concise. Conciseness, that's what they want. Now this is 194 words, which is good. I'll just quickly grab the criteria and bring it over here so you can have a look. Where's me pen? Okay. Where? Here we go. Conciseness and clarity. Right? No time wasted. So if I've got to read in view of the aforementioned details and all that kind of thing, according to what they say, it's wasting time. Right? Quickly, efficiently, you can see these words. These keywords, clarity, whether we can leave anything out, anything we could leave out, okay, so something to consider. If you can read that, that's not very good, but anyway, you get the point, I think. No time wasted, conciseness, clarity, blah, 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 blah. Okie doke, so let's get back. So as you are aware, as we know, Miss Goldstein had a dislocated elbow or dislocated her elbow. So either one of those. Dislocated elbow, for which we don't need that comma, don't know what we need that for which cuff with a sling, a cuff with sling has been applied and on gradual healing. I don't know what that means. And on, how can you be on gradual healing? So she had dislocated elbow for which cuff and sling applied and on gradual healing. No idea what that means. That's not very clear. Being prescribed. Okay, she attained a good prognosis. Can you really attain a good prognosis? How can you? Right. To attain, it means to achieve, to somehow struggle or to strive. You could simply say she has, she possesses a good prognosis. I don't think we would use attained as a verb there. However, she's got incontinence, which requires incontinence care. She refuses to use disposable briefs. I wouldn't have that as a separate sentence. I would put that as part of a main sentence. Well, she has, but you could say, however, she requires incontinence care as she refuses to use disposable briefs. You could do it like that. Add it, instead of having short sentences. View the aforementioned details. We wouldn't use that phrase anyway. You could say, please note. You could say that. Mrs. Goldstein necessitates, well, her condition necessitates, she requires. You could do Mrs. Goldstein's condition necessitates full-time care, or simply she requires full-time care. Provide assistance while transferring, can't remember, it's 2 hours. Yeah, transferring from wheelchair and showering. From her wheelchair. Provided with assistance while transferring wheelchair and showering. Her husband will accompany her during the return or her return to Eventide. Supposed to make it grammatically complete. Can I want to elbow for healing? And please look after incontinence care. Well, you can mention that. Due follow-up with the physiotherapist. Definite article needed. Particular physiotherapist. Okay. Now, right. This is a very Indian phrase. Now, I don't know if you are, which part of the word, but this is a very Indian, Englishy phrase. Kindly do the needful. It's not anything that we would use in English. Kindly do what is needed, but kindly do the needful. That is a peculiarly Indian. Well, I've only heard it from Indian people expression. And what is this? Your services are inevitable? How can anything be inevitable? The only thing that is inevitable is death and taxes. So I'm not quite sure what that means. Your services are indispensable. You could, maybe that's what you mean, but not inevitable. So, some issues here with vocabulary. Incorrect verbs, incorrect expressions that do not work, missing pronouns to make complete sentences, some phrasing that we don't need. So not too bad, but we just have to, keep it simple. So make sure your purpose is clear. Okay, and then logically run through the details, and that's it. So it's not too bad. It does need a little bit of attention. Okay, I hope that helps.